And on the 8th day, God looked down on his planned paradise and said, I need a caretaker. So God made a farmer.
Hello YouTube friends, it's time to clean another coop here at Cross Timbers Farm. Welcome to the 8th Day Chronicles YouTube channel, and we'll let the chickens out first so we can get the second coop clean. Lead the way. There you go, Jen Jen. See if your girls will follow you. Here they come. Come on, girls. Let's go range for a while. There you go. You act like you've not been out in a week. Let's go. Hurry up. Let's go so I can close this up so Roman doesn't escape. Well, if you don't come out, you have to stay. All right, they have to stay. All right. Part of what we're going to do today, besides clean this coop, which you've seen us do before and know what we like to do with our deep litter method, we are going to look at fancying up this side of the coop a little bit. This coop, the nest boxes are a little wide. Chickens tend to like not a confined place, but a tight, dark, quiet place to lay their eggs. And I think that these nest boxes are a little wide. Some of the hens want to lay their eggs in the floor, which is not good. So before I ask Darren to completely restructure these boxes, I have a few tricks I'm going to try. A few things I found on Pinterest for making coop curtains for privacy. I'll go ahead and get the coop clean, and then we'll start working on the curtains. So the coop is swept out. I was putting down the new bedding, and then I realized I'm going to get into it a lot while I'm trying to hang these curtains. I'm just going to show you these curtains real quick. I just took some old feed sacks. I found this idea on Pinterest and on a website called The Chicken Chick. Hey, Raven. And the idea is just to hang them. I sewed a pocket there. And the idea is just to hang them and then tie them back a little bit, just to make these nest boxes a little darker and seem a little more private for our girls. When I was cleaning out the floor, I found 3 eggs, which means they really are not liking these bigger boxes. So I'm going to get some old baling twine, and I'm just going to use this header board and attach it up there. So I'll get started on that and show you the finished product. Well, pretty much finished getting the curtains hung up. It's a little more difficult than I thought because I didn't measure to see what size I needed to sew. And anyway, they are just plastic feed bags. And I ended up just stapling them so they would stay stationary, and maybe the chickens won't be afraid of them. This is just a trial to see if it helps. If it does, I'll make something nicer, but if it doesn't, well, I haven't wasted anything, just feed bags. And I did measure, and these nest boxes are about 24 inches wide. The nest boxes on the other coop are about 12 inches wide. Like I said, chickens just like a more secluded, quiet place to lay their eggs. So I'm hoping maybe this gives them that sense of privacy that they want, and maybe make the coop look kind of cute. And if this works, we will get some nicer feed bags and put a little more work and effort into it. Girls, well, they like to play with each other, that's for sure. I'm going to go ahead and finish putting the bedding down in this one, and then show you how this nest box opens. And then I'll show you compared to the other coop, and why I like each style. So that's this box. Overall, I like this chicken coop. It's a good size. It's very sturdy. He built it tall enough that I can't stand completely up, but I can get in there on my knees to keep things clean. So yeah, I like this one. I do think that I would prefer, if we were building this again, to make it taller on the inside. Maybe build the roost bars a little different, maybe with a ladder style, or put the nest boxes on the outside. I'll show you the other coop. Let me close this one back up. Okay, this is the second coop. I bought this on Craigslist. I found it on Craigslist about 5 or maybe 6 years ago. I paid $100 for it. It does need a little work right now. It's starting to show its age. Coop's closed right now. The girls are out foraging, so the shop is closed up. Darren built this little porch so they would have shade. One thing I like about this one, if you can see, this is the clear polycarbonate, and it acts as a sort of like a skylight on the inside. One thing I don't like about that, though, it has not held up good in the weather. It started to dry and crack, so that needs to be replaced. So if you want to do that, maybe some plexiglass would be better for your window. This one also has 2 doors, one on each side. It has a ship's portal for ventilation. When we bought it, it just had this hardware cloth on the door, and I had some plexiglass cut and put on. It keeps the rain out. I can take it off for ventilation if we wanted to, but it seems to be okay. There seems to be enough ventilation with the ship's portals. There's one on each side. This one has a tall roof. I can actually stand up completely in this one. This one has 2 sets of roost bars, so I can actually get more hens in here just because of that. So that's a little nicer. The hens are fighting. The older hens and younger hens are learning to get along. Maybe not so well, but they're working on it. Let's see if I can get this closed with one hand. The nest boxes are on the outside of this one. These nest boxes are actually narrower. They're only about 12 inches. Darren fixed latches for me that are kind of predator proof. They have a spring mechanism on them. You have to pull the spring back in order to raise the latch. And these girls are not laying yet, but you can see that these boxes are more narrow. They do seem to like that privacy a little more. This one has 2 sets, so 6 nest boxes on this side. But these girls are not laying for me yet. Okay. And then a door on this side that needs some work. Goats can really do a number on things. But overall, I like both coops. I like that I can stand up in this one. I like that both coops have doors on both sides. Smaller nest boxes on the other one, and maybe a higher roof and more nest bars would make it better. I like the skylight system on this one. Helps in the wintertime. But overall, there's pros and cons for each coop. I'd love to see your coops. If you don't mind to share pictures of your coop in the comments, that would be great. And I hope you've enjoyed watching us fancy up our coops and keep them clean and general maintenance. Any ideas or tips or tricks you have for coop cleaning, nest bars, nest boxes, anything like that would be appreciated. Just like in the comments. And remember to like and subscribe to 8th Day Chronicles, and we hope to see you again soon.